This year's state winner will represent Western Australia in the National Tidy Towns Awards held in Barmera, a small community in South Australia. I now invite last year's Tidy Town state winner to come forward with some words of wisdom. Greenbushes represented our state and attended the National Awards in Tasmania.
Your Excellency, the Honourable Kerry Sanderson, Governor of WA, the Honourable Stephen Dawson, Minister for Environment, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. The past 12 months has been huge, at the very least, for the small community of Greenbushes and our Tidy Towns volunteers. From September last year to today, we have moved from one event to the next, seemingly being calm and serene on the surface, but pedalling away furiously underneath. The National Judge's visit in March was a real highlight, but a lot of work. The National Judge Jill Grant and State Program Manager Shirley Brindley visited Greenbushes over 2 half days, with an evening event thrown in so that they could meet all the wonderful volunteers in our town. We did organise a very exhausting itinerary for both of those ladies, but they managed to keep up, and we showcased as many of our variety of projects as we possibly could and arranged for them to meet as many of our volunteers and business people as we possibly could also. The trip to Tribunna in Tasmania in May was a real eye-opener. It's a lovely part of Tasmania, and wonderful to see the community so proud of their town and their region. Their gateway project into their town was very new, a purposely built gateway project with ablutions and displays for visitors was absolutely wonderful to see. Their village concept, where they have their men's shed and their op shop and craft groups all gathering in one block of land in the centre of town, was absolutely great. And we were particularly impressed with their high school, their kitchen garden project for their primary children to grow plants and then use them in their meals at school, and they've moved on with their high school students into agricultural crops. And we were even more impressed with their sports program and outdoor education, with all their bikes and kayaks and camping equipment. They could go off on all these wonderful adventures. So it was really great to go and see what they were doing. I guess our strength as a Tidy Towns group is in our closeness of being a very small community, in that a lot of our volunteers are spread over many groups, so they reappear in several groups. And this all helps when we sit down to plan our Tidy Towns submissions and projects. This sharing has grown with each year with the participation in the Tidy Towns program. And we are continuing with our projects. We haven't put down our tools just yet. We have a new community shed just about to open, so it's not just a men's shed, it's a community shed where men and women can go along and create their craft and equipment. Our community garden is going from strength to strength. It's been ongoing now for about 7 years, started from a bare block with nothing on it, and it's now a thriving garden, and encouraging community residents to come along for morning teas and to get involved. So it's a wonderful program. Also involving and encouraging our students to get involved as well. And our Wetlands Project, we have Per here from the Blackwood Basin Group, and they have been working for the last 4 years on the Waterbird Wetlands program, and that's just finished this June. But we're hoping in a year or two to have another project, Dumpling Gully, in our old water supply area, to come online and be developed for passive recreation and tourism attractions. So watch this space. Words of encouragement. Small things can make a difference. We've heard about the picking up one bit of litter. A new sign here and a painted bench there can all make a difference. Someone in our community suggested painting our street benches, which were just wooden, no paint. And I thought, oh yes, that's a nice little project. But it turned out to be absolutely eye-opening. We painted all the street benches, put little messages of thoughtful messages on them, and the visitors have absolutely gone mad over our painted benches. So it's just one little thing that can showcase a community and community spirit. People are the key, our volunteers. So involve as many volunteers and groups as you possibly can, especially schools and youth groups. There are so many wonderful ideas out there, and the ideas might seem a bit out of the box to start with, but give them an opportunity and you never know what might come out. Also, we've found that keeping lines of communication open with our shire is absolutely great for us. We are in a merged shire, Bridgetown Greenbushes, but the shire have been very supportive of us. They listen to our ideas, they advise us and assist us where possible, and some great work has been done by the shire workers. We're also very lucky, I guess, in our little corner to have mining companies on board as well, who are very helpful when it comes to heavy machinery and some manpower at the last minute. We are, I guess, lucky that we have a lot of creative people in our little town and neighbouring towns to help us along. But our ideas come down to earth a little bit when it comes to the money side of things. So that's always, you have to be a little bit creative there. The grant funds, as we know, are a little bit harder to come by now. We had some wonderful projects come on board with royalties for regions, but we have to look a little bit harder now. But keep those options open, and I encourage you all to just keep dreaming, keep thinking of those big thoughts, and great things will happen. In closing, I would like to congratulate all the category winners today and congratulate everyone here from all the towns, all the great work that you do. And I would like to also congratulate the state winner to be announced, and I wish them all the best for the next 12 months. Thank you.